All right, well, what is going on? Good morning, good morning. It is a beautiful Monday morning. Oh, ready for another fantastic day of trading. Gonna go ahead and get the stocks for today picked out. We've got time right now, about 6 minutes till the bell. Good morning, Rockley. Hope you had a nice weekend. A little bit of a later start today than I would like. I think going into this week, I'm gonna try to participate in some pre-market action. So INM is one of the stocks from Friday that looks like it's up. It's gapped up. It's on the scan this morning. Pixie, let's look at this one. It's down to $30. I'll keep that one on the list just for the heck of it. So looking at the gaps, VTYX, NRBO, INM, I already got on there. QH. I don't think I messed with my... Did I mess with my volume? Or is... No, I think it should be good.
SABA.
SPI. There's a couple other ones up there, but I won't add them for the time being because of small gaps, not much volume. ATAR. Watching NVTA second day continuation. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that one from Friday. Oh. Thank you. Something that's odd to me that I don't know why is why does volume come through? Like if I have volume coming through on my system, it comes through on the stream 100% of the way, which I don't understand. Thank you for letting me know. I'm pretty sure I did have the desktop audio. Let me check actually. I'll make sure I don't get carried. Yeah, we got 2.5 minutes till the bell. Oh yeah, okay. So there's the desktop audio. Yeah, I have to default, so I'll disable it then. Fantastic. Thank you for that. And let me add NVTA. So INM's up 35%. It looks pretty decent on the chart pre-market. Actually, I'm not seeing a news headline. Announced 6 million private placement price at $8. Okay. Maybe that's why. It's not a very great headline though. So NVTA, the second day play. Yeah, it looks nice. Got this nice curl on the daily chart. ATAR. Um, yeah, not so sure about this one. There's super light volume. It's capped at 12%. SPPI, same kind of case, super light volume. So I'll wait to see if these things can maybe hold over VWAP. QH, looks like it's on the backside of the move. NRBO, I've got this one on the list, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely be watching INM on the open here. Let's go about 10 seconds till the open, 5 seconds. Um, wow. So it's gonna pull back pretty good there. 1420. VTYX is pushing up. This one's a little bit more expensive. I should check the float really quick on these. It says the float on INM is 0.7 million. Yeah, it's only 700,000. Is that right? I mean, if that's the case, we just rotated the float 3 times in the first minute. That seems kind of wild. Okay, turn off those notifications. QH, this one's a push above VWAP. Uh, yeah, we've got quite a few pre-market levels. Oh, so were you talking about with this one that you're looking for sell off of the open to get in with small size, or was that on INM? I think yeah, this one I think is what you were talking about. What are you doing? Okay. So did you get on this dip though? Nice trade. And at 398, okay. Oh, we had a bit of a gap and go right here on INM. But then it flushed off those highs and ended up being quite the false break over 1516 here. So hopefully it's not the backside of the move now. Got stopped out of this trade. Ooh, yeah. It's a nice push on I&M there. Wow. This thing can move. There was a potential entry there at 15 when it was holding the whole dollar. And maybe, I guess, the break of 550 over highs here. But that moved real quickly without me. Watching to see if this thing's going to hold. To hold above 1550 here. Mm, yeah, I guess MVTA came back down. This might be a stock that I might look for quick dips on. Some of the dips are getting bought up nicely. We're up 43% right now on the day. On 5.3 million shares of volume so far. Let's clean up these. SPY Q's up about 0.5%. Most of my watch list is green, so that's good to see. So giving up all these gains kind of made the charting look pretty ugly here. We've now got a green hammer candle by a red camera handle. Did I really just say that? Hammer candle. Check out other things from the list. Not really interested in NRBO. I don't really like trading those sub-$0 stocks. BTYX. Wow, this thing reversed hard, man. Set that break even. Well, let's get a break even. Yeah, it was close to your target here at 30, maybe 50. Well, shoot. Oops. So there's a potential mistrade on this candle here at 15. And I guess maybe the breakout over high is like 1550, but that to me was a little bit of a sketchy trade. But it snapped almost, I mean, yeah, that was almost a dollar a share breakout. It was like 70 cents. Yeah. Taking it down here at 370. It's almost 30 cents off VWAP here. It's because of the high of these candles, but no trades for me yet. INM is breaking down a bit here. I'm not interested in trying a dip off that ascending support. So it looks like just about everything is sold off below VWAP now. INM is fighting here. I suppose that wasn't a terrible entry there, but yeah, I guess that wasn't so bad. Could have been worth a shot. Man, so the better action of this thing happened again pre-market. So we had a couple nice breakouts, a couple decent 5-minute patterns here. Granted, we have a false breakout here before it makes the leg higher on this third candle right here. But yeah, this action looks pretty decent. I was hoping this thing was going to hold up here once it pushed to 1623. I was hoping it was going to hold 1550 here. But alas, this is not the case. See WETGs and the scan, so I'll add that one. Take a look at it. Yeah, yeah, certainly don't like this. RGLS. This is one that I decided not to add to the list. For being down so much coming into the open, we had a really nice 3.2 million shares of volume on the first candle. That's kind of crazy. I didn't think there was going to be that many eyes on this thing because it just looks like it's on the backside of the move. And basically gave up all those gains from that first move there. We're pushing now. There's the whole dollar of two. There's 201. There's 202. If INM is going to make another push higher, I certainly want to be watching this one. This one's definitely got the most opportunity if it can get moving. RGLS is kind of the second-hand idea right now. It's RGLS. Pushed to 207 there. So it's like that dip that I wanted to buy here at 90.89 would have been nice. All right, well, I'm going to switch gears to RGLS for right now. And I'll put INM over here. So we're getting some nice volume on this. We've increased since about 10 minutes ago. First candle making new high would be over 99, over 206 here. It's a low of 99. There's 206. So we're about 50 cents off the 200 EMA here. We've got daily resistance here, though. I'll map that out at 219. That was 209. It's another little pullback to 205. Potential entry there. But this thing is a bit of a grinder. NVTA, oh yeah, it did. It came back up to almost a 4 now. Boo. Yeah, so that was an entry. I guess if you were looking to come down to 370 for an entry, you would have gotten left behind on this. Man, the dips are getting bought up really nicely on this stock. If it did a 205 here, I'll take an entry. Hey, that's a win though, being correct in your thesis, even though it's not a profitable trade. So look at these wicks to the downside are just small. I mean, they're getting bought up. There's no large red candles closing red. Hey, I left a bit of a dip on the table there at 205. But I mean, this it's a little bit tough, and it's only going to give maybe 5-10 cents. If that's not even for super short hold time, you're gonna have to be holding for a little bit longer. It's a little bit of a tricky one. Oh wow, there's NRBO. It's up to 54 cents now. Highs is 57, but again, it's real cheap. And I don't know. Not too keen on trading it. Hi. INM. Oh, we had a big red candle here. Oh yeah, GOVX. So it's a similar kind of deal to NVTA. Yeah, I see that. Okay. It's about to run into the 200 EMA here. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, man. The charting looks pretty decent for a move if we can get to like 190, 191. It's got kind of this flat top here of resistance. Why can't I not zoom in anymore? Silly chart. So RGLS is pulling back now. Looks decent for a 5-minute setup here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We gotta talk about some charts sometime. I definitely like to do that. I don't really have time this weekend because certainly with a stock like this, I look at the chart and I look at the daily, and on a day like today with like super light volume, I have no conviction whether it's gonna go one way or another, and I don't know how to gain the confidence to take a trade based on your analysis on a stock like this. I just don't know. Like at this point, it could go up or down from here, and I would have no idea. I mean, no idea as far as how to read which way it's gonna go. It's gonna trend. Looking at the stocks from today, RGLS looks like probably the best one right now. Yeah. It's a decent setup over 208 there. Man, I was really tempted at the entry there at 99. Yeah, $2 key level. Then bigger money. Okay. So that's the idea. Yeah, and that totally makes sense. Really, as a little guy, sometimes trying to play the game like that, where you're being on the side of bigger money. Does that make sense? Wow. So, bit of a tough day again for smaller float opportunities. Potentially an INM. I'm gonna go back and watch this price action this afternoon to see if there's a potential trade here. I guess the idea was just red to green. No other plays. Yeah, no plays for me right now. Man, it's Monday morning. Feeling slightly low energy today. It's a bit of a long day yesterday. VTYX. So it's over pre-market highs now. Pre-market high was at 63. Um, ooh, I guess I didn't realize this. We're on blue skies here on VTYX. Price target raised to 65 from 40. Okay. So decent catalyst on this. Only thing against it for me personally is it's a little bit more expensive. Yeah, I know how you feel on that one. 20 cents is all you need, not these dollar a share moves. Feels great to get a dollar a share though. The only thing is I think that I kind of got myself into the bad habit of selling too soon, which has been something I've been trying to break because of kind of what you're talking about, where I guess it's kind of a fear-based motive, but I would always get frustrated when I would take a trade and I would be green, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5%, holding for a larger move, and then it ends up coming down, and I end up stopping out break even or for a loss when it could have been, a small winner. So I feel like just consistent smaller gains surely get the job done. There's a dip there at 40. Man. Look at that dip get bought up there. Right there at 40. It's gonna hold the whole dollar. Yeah, about 40 cents there. It was a decent pop off of 40. Not bad. On stocks that it seems like dips are getting bought up aggressively, I want to try to be aggressive on what seems to be the front of the move. I've been a bit chicken on those buys recently. I&M still struggling. It's below view up here. Yeah, V2YX looks pretty good right now. NRBO, this one's sold off below view up now. Would have held longer if it could have held Friday's high better. Yeah, I see what you're saying, which it certainly didn't. Yeah, if it could have held up here at yesterday's high, it would have been above VWAP too. So certainly, if it would have consolidated here, it could have made a move towards 430. Oops. GOVX. Yeah, we're right on highs here. I don't know what happened this morning, but for some reason I go to launch up turn on my oldest computer, my oldest monitor, I should say, a thrift sale monitor. It takes like 10 minutes to boot on, and the resolution's all messed up on it today. For some reason, it's all zoomed in, and I can't adjust it. Float on VTYX is 48 million, 48.5 million. So it's good float size. Yeah, it is weird, and it's done that before, and I can never seem to fix it. The only thing that seems to fix it is restarting my computer. I don't know. It's odd. Whoops. Well, yeah, whatever. Because I'm pretty sure it's a 1980. Yeah, but it's saying it's 1280 by 1024, which is definitely not right. It's very strange. Yeah, there's GOVX. Nice break there. Shorts covering at highs. Yeah, certainly what it looks like. Ooh, okay. Not super, not very much volume. Granted, significantly more than any volume we've been getting for the first part of the day. $186 other shorts. Isn't that's that daily level? I'm pretty sure. Resumption on this one. If it's a 5-minute halt, it's going to be in just 40 seconds. Don't really know how I feel about it right now. It's below the 200 EMA, and we've got a lot of pivots right here. We'll see. I suppose I'll look to see if it opens high for the dip and rip, but it's lower volume. I'm a little bit skeptical. Watch for resumption here. It's going to be a lower resumption. Ooh, and there's a potential dip there at the whole dollar. Just above the whole dollar at 7. But that's a bit sketchy. Certainly not the best resumption I've ever seen there. It's holding 40. Yeah, there was a quick entry there. I was too slow on it. Man, this thing's a bit jumpy. Yeah, so I'm going to miss an entry there at 20. When we popped over these, we popped back up from lows. And it held 20 really strong. And then when the bid and the ask tightened up here to into 30, it should have been an entry because we got a really quick pop. Yeah, this thing is definitely a bit higher risk here, though. $24 million float. It doesn't seem like it's 24 million float. I would have thought it was lower than that. Looks like it might double top there at 79. So right up on this resistance here now. Might look for the whole of 170. INM is now above VWAP. Let's see if we can hold this. Ooh, 5 minute setup. Yeah, it does look nice on this. High over, what is this level here? 38.88. 39.76. I was looking at the low. Good day for the markets today. We're now at 1.2% on both of them. INM's holding VWAP here, so I'm going to switch back over to that one. Starting to pick up in volume a little bit here. We've now got 6 green candles in a row. So I might look for a 1 minute pullback and then entry on that. We'll see if it plays out here. Looks pretty decent. Is it going to need a couple minutes here to breathe, or is it just going to make another leg up? Looks like it's going to be the latter. Wow. This thing looks like it wants to go here. Yeah, INM's risky. I mean, we get 30-cent swings like in a second. Stop is 160, so you got it on this pullback here. Yeah, the third full pullback is holding up nicely here. Hope this pans out. Suddenly, high of day is only 20 cents away from the high of this candle. 25 cents. We do have resistance there. So right now we're consolidating around the 50s, above 50s. So if it can hold for another minute or two, and I'll look for the candle making new high. Or is this gonna go now? It's right there at 16. No. Wanted it to hold 16 there. Well, and there, reclaim 16. What are you doing? No. So there's the breakout. We're gonna pull back right away. Yeah, GeoVX is kind of trading sideways right now. Which doesn't really look bad up here. Did you feed the cats? Yeah. Okay. So, false breakout right here on the 5 minute. Well, I guess on the 1 minute too of high of day here. So we made high of day, then instantly pulled back below 16 now. What time did you leave, Kai? First candle making new high would be at 1612. Wow. There's quite the breakout. Hold on. Oh, man. Well, I'm gonna miss this breakout here. Oh, yeah, GOVX. Disappointing there. Man, what a strong breakout this ended up being. Wow. Yeah, this thing, it's a little sketchy. I'll be out there. I tried the dip at 50. It's gonna be break even. Yikers. This candle is gonna give up all of its gains in the 5 minute here. Well, not yet. Still have 2.5 minutes of this candle. If this thing breaks below this level to about 1610 or oh 05, I'm gonna try an entry there. I'm not sure if we're gonna get that dip though. Seems like sometimes buying the 1 minute candle making a new high after a pullback can be very difficult. So a lot of times you'll get these few cent breakouts, and then it pulls back, kind of does a false breakout, and then ends up moving higher. I believe that's what I did in this candle here. $16.05. You see it? Come on, GOVX. Yeah, bye-bye. Okay, let's make a look down here. What she's doing. Oh, my mom is visiting town this weekend. So that's been nice. Looking at stocks of trade. RGLS, no good. No good. So yeah, looking at the watch list stocks, looks like VTYX potentially, if it can curl over this level here. Looks decent in the 5-minute, but we'll see what it does. And then INM. Just making another leg up here. It's right there at 50. Yeah, I no longer like it. Man, I thought that this candle was going to pull back deeper. So on this entry here at 50, I should have just held longer. That's all I needed to do in this trade. It would have been green 50 cents. I just felt like the context of what trade I was taking was different when this candle opened and started pulling back. I thought we were going to get a steeper pullback there. There's highs, but it didn't break very well at all. Thought we'd get some short covering over that level. There's 17. It's holding. And it didn't hold. It is now, though. So that was a decent trade off the pullback here from 17. Got to pop up to about 30. And I probably got filled at about 20, maybe 15. Small green trade. Yikes. Ooh. No. Yeah, that was way too aggressive. Should have stayed away from that one there. That was a bit reckless. So we have a false breakout here on the 5-minute, but something that this stock seems to do oftentimes. Where we have 5-minute candle making new high here and then pull back and then a rip. So 5-minute candle making new high, pull back off that, and maybe we'll get a rip in the next 10 minutes. Because again, we had that same kind of thing pre-market. I believe it was on this stock. Yeah, right here. 5-minute candle making new high over this flat top, pulls back off that false breakout, and then rips 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later. Yeah, this one's tough here, man. I mean, it's $1, more than $1 a share. Flush on this candle. Certainly. So right now on the day, I'm plus 75 on some scalps on INM. So all in all, not bad. I think my most profitable trade was here off this breakout, missed the breakout, and then I entered on the pullback on the whole dollar. And then we got a pop of another about 30 cents. So that was a decent trade there. Otherwise, the trade that I took on this pullback here, I gave about 25 back. I want to take these trades, these big red flushes, the flash dips, but sometimes, especially on a stock like this where it's lower flow and we've seen some real big whips, I think it's probably best to leave it alone. Or maybe I kind of went for the secondary dip on it, and I think that was the wrong idea. I should have been in for the initial, if anything, and then left it alone. So we pulled back, kind of hesitated, popped a little bit, pulled back again. I tried to get, but and then I ended up getting filled high because I got caught in some chop. So the pullbacks on this thing have been tricky, or at least the big pullbacks, because we get some good chop for like 20, 30 cents. Something I started doing is keeping my P&L. That's why I have it on this window as I do my recaps on that window. But I like having my P&L off screen just to remind myself to stay focused on trading the setups that I'm looking for. We're taking trades for this quality of taking good quality trades. You know, not to try to make money off them. Obviously, that's the goal at the end of the day. But yeah, if you focus on that too much, it can it can cloud the execution process. At least that's what it kind of did for me as a beginner. VTYX, I thought we might curl up over here, but no such luck. Pull back to VWAP now. INM definitely looks the best. Sort of an uptrend here on the 1 minute. Looks a little rough, but we have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Not by much, but it doesn't look bad. PXMD is moving. But looks like it did a nasty false breakout here. So we have biggest volume candles on red red volume. I don't know where these hiccups are coming from. So time is 9:45 right now. Oops. So you're saying looking at GOVX, it needed a much more volume. So that was in hindsight, that was the mistake you made. So, oops. So on this one then, because yesterday we had, 62 million shares of volume. Wow, that's a lot yesterday. So so looking at the volume profile, what would you look? Would you look for more volume? Obviously, but how much more? I mean, there's 560,000 shares on this on the first minute, but yeah, certainly not a lot comparatively to yesterday. A 10-minute chart on Discord. I know what she meant. It just looks funny. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true. Second day moves are less likely to happen on those dead cat bounce kind of plays, which, yeah, I guess you're right. It's similar to what this is here. There wasn't any news on it yesterday, was there? I guess I wasn't paying much attention. Or on Friday, rather, not yesterday. So looking at the volume on this 10-minute chart that you sent me, it being significantly lower than it was on the previous day, is that the issue that you're talking about with the trade? Would you want volume to be about consistent with yesterday or just not as low as it was today? Yeah, IRMA is up almost 10% right now on the day. Rejected 180s a couple times. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, so into 180 is yeah, over 180 it looks like it just wicks into that level. So yeah, it's rejected over that level. And yeah, there wasn't enough volume when we made the push towards 180 to actually sustain that. So I smell what you're stepping in. Ay ay ay. I looked away. There's INM. Nice breakout there. It's up 60% on the day. This pivot level high was 36 here. 35 actually. So potentially look for the pullback into that level. That doesn't look like it's going to pull back enough right now. Almost hit the buy button there when a big bid came up at 84. And it was like 84 by 86 for a second. I'm going to miss it. Yikes. Man, certainly left a lot on the table on INM. I mean, there's a few nice breakouts on this thing. And this pullback came right around to where I wanted to enter here, but I left it alone. There was a nice 20 cent opportunity there on INM. So yeah, these dips are getting bought up nicely for some quick profit. Just been a little bit too slow on them. It's only above 18. I don't think we're going to break on this candle, though. I guess new candle's just about to open. Coffee time. I'm not much of a coffee guy. There was 1780 for potential dip buy there. But I don't want to just go balls to the wall swinging, trying to buy every dip on this thing either. So there's a double top, actually a triple top at 25 at high of day. The volume profile on this thing looks really good. We've got nice green volume on the ramp up here, and then on the pullbacks, it's smaller green bars or smaller red volume bars. Okay. Like man, look at that chop from 1820 to 1790 to 1820. 5 minute chart looks nice. We're coming into this pennant. Um, New 5 minute candle though just started about a minute and a half ago. Right up on high of day here at 25. First candle making a high be at 20. See if I can potentially catch a dip off the ascending support here. Well, volume is starting to decrease here a bit, which is not great. But we're also getting lower volume on the pullbacks, which is good to see. Man, that's just choppy. So I took the dip buy here. I got in at 65, or rather, 68. But I was hoping that was gonna pop up maybe to 1780 and hold here, but we ended up just getting some chop. It wasn't very good there. But it was worth a shot. Yeah, so we need more volume to come in here. Start to definitely dry up. But we're consolidating high, which is good. And I suppose we're consolidating on this, on this pullback a little bit on letter volume too. So that entry is going to be decent, but I'm just going to get in a little bit high. I didn't respect this line quite like I was hoping it would. Do I find that it's been helpful? Yeah, I think yes and no. There's been a couple of things. Yes, I think it's certainly been helpful here to well, this is the one of the cons right here. So yeah, it's certainly has been beneficial. Me talking through my trades and doing the recaps have definitely been beneficial. Just recognizing patterns, looking at trades that I missed. Um, and yeah, just kind of talking through the process helps. But the one thing is sometimes I get caught up on monologuing a little bit, or I'll be talking to you or replying or something, and then we'll end up getting a breakout. Um, I also feel slightly. I'm trying to think how to put it. Not like pressure. Like I'm not feeling the pressure of streaming, but maybe slightly like I feel, which I guess could maybe be a good thing. But I feel more motivation to try to be patient, and I think since I started doing this, I've been taking less trades, which is kind of what we were talking about, which I was talking about on Thursday or Friday last week, where I've noticed that I've been in a bit of a slump of taking too little trades, like just not trading enough with relation to what I want to be trading and the style of trading that I want to be doing. But like I said, I think taking less trades and being more conscious because I want to, since I'm streaming, I feel almost like, yeah, I don't want to take red trades almost more so, which is interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely get used to it. And I think just the whole talking thing is beneficial not only for stock trading, but also just kind of like communication skills. So I feel like inherently doing this is going to be beneficial for something or another. If it's not trading, maybe just kind of the communications, public speaking aspect, maybe, be beneficial for that. So either way, I don't think it's definitely not a loss to do YouTube. But if it ever comes to the point in the future where I feel like I'm having difficulty maintaining the not stress, it's not stressful, but just kind of the pressure, I guess, of taking my trades live for a potential audience. If it gets to the point where I'm feeling the pressure of that too much, and I'm starting to notice that it's affecting my trading day to day, then I'd probably take a break from the streaming. I'm just try to reassess that. I'll definitely keep doing recaps no matter what because those have been super beneficial for me. And just to kind of have some content out. If it's beneficial to anybody else, that's great. But yeah, for the time being, I just gotta. I think it's just, yeah, like you said, it's just a matter of getting used to it. Only do it, yeah, absolutely. And that's what I told myself going into it was that it's something that I wanted to do for a few months before I started, but if it got to the point where yeah, where the benefits are not outweighing the cons, then I'd probably stop. What's the biggest reason why you took a break from doing YouTube or from streaming? I mean, if it's personal stuff, you don't have to dive into it. I'm just curious. So that got bought up really nicely off 1730, like surprisingly so. One thing I've noticed though too is it's something that I used to do. Granted, I've had more discipline in more recent months, but I used to be more susceptible to just spiraling when I would trade, just emotionally, like just getting tilted. Um, and then I definitely used to revenge trade a lot, and that would end up kind of spiraling. Revenge trading's never good. Uh, let's see what this thing's gonna break out. Yeah, I feel you on that. I I've just been doing delivery. I had a management. Well, it's kind of a little bit of a leap of faith. I had a management job at a banquet center, so for doing like an event center for weddings, corporate events, etc. And it was a good job, but the thing is being in management at the style type of business it was, I was basically the only manager of what I was doing was set up, so measuring out tables, laying out the room, get everything looking nice. Oh man. And the thing about that was if there was a big event, I had to be there. Like because I was manager, it was like no matter what, if I had something important in life or whatever, I had to be there. It doesn't matter. And a lot of times those would end up being really late nights, so it was not cohesive at all for trading. And I always knew that trading was something that I wanted to spend time doing on the daily. but with that job, it just didn't allow me to. So I ended up quitting that, which was a little bit of a leap of faith. But I was like, if I'm working that, I'm never gonna have time to trade, and I'm never gonna actually have time to truly pursue it. So a little bit of a leap of faith there. But yeah, so for the time being, just been doing food delivery because it's super flexible. Honestly, pretty lucrative. Um, but you got wear and tear on your car. It's not ideal by any means, but the thing that I like about it is it's flexible. I can do it on the weekends. So I can sit here and stare at my charts for 4 hours every morning or whatever if I want to. But the thing is it doesn't pay that great. It's not a stable. It's not stable like my other job was. But not that my other job was particularly stable either because I got you know laid off for a short time there when COVID hit, and it was a whole yeah. So yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing about it is it's a lot of wear and tear in the old vehicle, and yeah, I actually have my car's down and out right now. I've been borrowing my girlfriend's because I'm looking to get the clutch replaced. And obviously doing food delivery is all city driving, so I'm constantly wearing on my clutch. And now it went out, so and that's not a cheap thing by any means. So yeah, that's definitely the biggest drawdown to that style of work. But the flexibility of it's great for sure. Thinking about getting a part time job in December after Christmas. I'm heading to Florida. I'm gonna be down there for like 2 or 3 months. For the last couple of years, I've done that with my girlfriend, where we've gone down to stay with her family. Because in Florida over the winter is high season for all the snowbirds, mostly older people. Head down to Florida, hang out there in their summer or their winter homes for a few months. And so serving down there at restaurants, you can make like last winter she was averaging like $35-40 an hour. Crazy good money from serving. So when we go down there this winter, I might look for something similar for myself for like an afternoon style thing because it's good money down there in the winter for sure. I mean, it's honestly kind of preposterous. It's kind of crazy how much money you can make as a good server on some. There's a couple of days. I mean, you made like $450 in a day, which is insane. INM. So we're holding up high. Looks like this thing could be a kind of an all day mover here. Because we sold off right away from the beginning, but then had that nice red to green about a half hour into the day. I guess more like an hour actually. So this one held up nicely here. I didn't take an enter off of this heading support, but then I tried it again here and I mistimed it. I'll be back in 1 second. I gotta run to the bathroom. Okay. So, okay. So looking at stocks, VTYX went all the way back down. Well, I mean, not really. It's up 52% on the day still, but gave back all of its regular trading hours gains. INM. This one definitely looks the best right now. We're up 63% in the day. Get lighter volume here on this pullback. Only 21, 14,000. So not much volume coming in. But this thing's getting held up very high. Yeah, I'm not really too interested in trying to buy a dip here. Maybe I just reposition this. It doesn't look quite right, but time is 10:22. Today I'll stick around until about probably 10:45, maybe 11. I mean, this thing's holding up real high, so it's definitely going to give some more opportunity, I like to think. Usually when looking for trades. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's just another skill that I'm going to have to develop is just learning to manage. It's just a couple more things to manage. When you're thinking about looking for trades and also thinking about, yeah, responding to questions or whatnot. It's right into that ascending support there. See how it respects that line. Yeah, RT rarely looks at his chat. I did notice that. I mean, there's quite a few questions that he answered of mine. I remember when I first started watching him. But yeah, it seems like recently, especially. It's a little bit of a different story for me too because, I don't have subscribers really or followers or people that are very interested. So if I've, in following me on the daily. So if there is someone in chat asking me questions, I feel a lot more motivated to try to answer them quickly, try to be engaging. Way too much salt. Yeah, it is nice having a couple people. Sorry, I don't mean to subject you to Isaac Trade's SMR or ASMR, hard boiled egg eating. So look at this. It respected this supporting, or this, I'm sorry, this ascending support basically to the penny right here. And I didn't take the trade. But I'm always interested to draw these lines just to see how they're going to hold up, to see if the price action is going to respect it or not. But in this case, it very much did. But I'm too busy munching on an egg. But is that a setup I would take every time? Potentially, if I get more consistent with drawing these lines. If I start to notice that they're more consistent with respecting them. But just been kind of experimenting with them for the time being. I'm a little bit worried here because there's not very much volume coming in. Trend lines are tough to base trades off. Yeah. Yep. That's what I felt too. But I would like to start giving them a shot. This is kind of why I did it here and why I also drew one here, just to see if they're gonna respect it. And if they end up respecting it, 7 times out of 10, 6 times out of 10 going forward as I'm drawing them, then I'll start to maybe look for trades. I did try the trade here. Was it there? No, no, it was here when I drew the line. But it was yeah, it came down about 10 cents lower than when I had where I had the line drawn, and so I got stopped out of the trade. So yes, not necessarily the greatest basis to take a trade off of. Yeah, yeah, exactly. More of a confirmation. That's exactly what I want to use it as. Man, it's not a super popular opinion, but I do love myself some hard-boiled eggs. Not to mention it's like such a nice, easy breakfast too. A little piece of fruit, couple hard-boiled eggs, zero prep, zero cleaning. It's great. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, they rarely respect it, time and time again. It's like if this thing on this next pullback, if we pull back this low, I'll be curious to see if it does respect it for, I guess, a second time, because this is kind of the established line after these two pivots, which and this isn't really even a great spot to base it off of, but just not very much volume here coming into this breakout. I mean, only 75,000 shares on these candles here. Comparatively to back here, I mean, there's 300,000 there, 300,000, 300,000. But yeah, we're going to break out. Now we've got some volume coming in. Might look for full first pullback. So on the daily, right over this resistance here. There's the whole $1.19. Here's PXMD. I'm pretty sure this is a recent IPO. It made some decent moves today. Come on. Yeah, so it's been about two weeks ish since it IPO'd. Yeah, it doesn't look bad, but there's no volume on it. Not enough volume for me to be super interested. So we're consolidating high. Made a leg up and we're holding these gains over the previous high of day. Man, I've got stuff in my teeth. Only thing is on this breakout, we didn't have very much volume. It just doesn't seem. Well, now it's starting to speed up a little bit here. I mean, this thing's holding up high, but just where is the trade on it? What's Not really interested in buying the breakout of this thing right now. Potentially look kind of what we got in this, where we had a breakout and a pullback. I might look for that. Yeah, there's just not a great entry here. The thing about this one right now is it's that high of day, but I thought there'd be more eyes on it here. I'd be getting some more volume coming in. Granted, we had 800,000 shares in that last 5-minute candle, but yeah. So realistically, this is kind of turned into more of a grinder. I mean, there's potential scalps on it, but yeah, I'm not so sure. Yeah, that's right. This was the one that has such a small float. That's why it can whip around so quickly. This is really certainly the only one right now that's moving nicely above VWAP. But I don't know exactly what I want to see on this thing for a trade. Maybe just the consolidation around above the whole $1.19 there, and then another move higher. Unless we're not going to consolidate much and just make a move higher right here on this candle. But when these candles start coming in, it just doesn't seem like there's enough volume coming in the time and sales to really push it higher. So it's been hard for me to get behind any of these breakouts. But this is the trouble with it, is we're like 20 cents off of high of day, and there's just nothing coming through right now. So at that last green trade on it, I'm plus 91 on the day. So it's been a good Monday. And I did okay capitalizing on INM. I was decently patient today, but I took a couple of trades on it that I didn't need to take, and I missed a couple of trades. Um, Certainly there was one trade on this first red degree that I missed. And then potentially, where was the other one? Yeah, the breakouts on this thing were just kind of tough today, which has kind of been the trend recently. I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't remember. I'll go back and watch the stream and see. Any plays for you other than the trade on NVTA or GOVX, I guess. PXMD. Ah, okay. I gotcha. NRBO was making a move. Do you ever trade stocks that are this cheap? I typically don't have any interest in trading them, but I can make some nice moves. IMRA. Oh yeah, it's holding up here. Yeah, yeah, that's I usually don't either. But penny stocks equal get rich quick, I thought. Small caps also considered. Yeah, I know they are. It seems strange to me that they're considered that the blanket term of penny stock that somehow small caps end up underneath that umbrella. But I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense to me. But when I think of penny stocks, I think of it more in the literal sense of just like $2 or less. But yeah, I know that's not the accurate assessment. Oh yeah, okay. So OTC stocks. Looks like some of the stuff on my watch list on TOS is starting to turn red. The markets are holding up pretty nicely though today, up 1%. Oh, Tesla. Like this is just tough. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. Oh, I miss RGLS. This one made new highs over this pre-market or over this these levels over 21 or 212 actually. APLD looks interesting. Oh yeah, does look nice on the daily chart for a breakout. Oh yeah, also over this weekend I tried to figure out how to get because I got my stuff transferred over to E-Trade. So I was trying to figure out how to get to level 2 and I couldn't figure it out anywhere and it seems like no internet searches that I've been doing have been beneficial. It's like I can't seem to find where the level 2 is even located and I can't seem to find how to download the E-Trade Pro platform. If it's still a thing, I don't even know. I've been kind of confused on that. Because, yeah, this level 2 is just a little bit too slow. And I think it's pulling back now here. Oh, it's no worries. Yeah, so the Power E-Trade software, I thought that there would be a level 2 on it. I could have sworn that's what before I transferred stuff, I did some Googling and that seemed like that was going to be the case. Yeah, this one it doesn't give very much. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay, appreciate it. It's like this is the through the homepage of my brokerage account on E-Trade. This is the Power E-Trade setup right here. But there's no level 2 in this. I mean, here's the quotes right here. There's time in sales. But and then the videos that I found that there was level 2, they were using eTrade Pro, and I can't even figure out where to access eTrade Pro. Yeah, that's what I thought. Not now. Power eTrade doesn't offer it, but how do I get eTrade Pro? Wait, check out which site? I'm also realizing too that I have delayed data. I don't know why that's the case. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's the only thing about INM is that, yeah, there's just not been very much volume coming up into these breakout levels, and that's why I haven't been very aggressive on it. So, yeah, I'm not so sure. So, the thing is, too, is I found, let's see. So, in this video, so right here, this is my confusion. It's on this tutorial. This guy's got Power E-Trade, Paper Trading, Sign Up, E-Trade Pro, MarketCaster, and Bloomberg, but I only have 3 out of the 5 of them. It doesn't even, there's no option here for MarketCaster or for E-Trade Pro. Like, this is a screenshot that I took yesterday. These are the only 3 options that it has. I don't have any option for E-Trade Pro, so I'm a bit confused there. So I don't know. This site. Wait, what site are you talking about, man? Yeah, no, there's no link. Yeah, if you put a link in chat, I'm not seeing it there. I wonder if it's got getting blocked or something for some reason. Okay, yeah, Discord. Appreciate it. I'll check that out after I shut down streaming today. NRBO is up now 100% of the day. It's right up on highs. But I'm not gonna end up trading this one. RGLS, this one's pulling back. INM still consolidating high, but no volume here for me to get involved. All right, man. Well, we're right up on 11 o'clock. I think it's going to be a nice time for me to shut things down here. So all in all, it was a good Monday. I feel halt down, and yeah. I don't know. I haven't been very convinced on this thing. I mean, there's a lot of longs that are buying this thing and holding it up because it's up 70%. We're up almost over $2 a share off of VWAP here. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll come and scan power hour today and see if anything's moving. Maybe this thing has made a leg up intraday until then. But yeah, until then, I'm gonna get out of here for today. P&L plus $91. So it was a good Monday. But I left a little bit on the table on INM. There was some good momentum on also VTYX, but I wasn't really watching for this area here, so I won't really be able to go back and watch the price action on it. So yeah. Other than that, there was maybe some opportunity on RGLS, but this one was a bit slower moving. Yeah, it wasn't the best feel. So really the best opportunity was INM. And honestly, a lot of it happened pre-market with some of these cleaner moves, in my opinion. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'll be back tomorrow streaming. I'll post a recap today, go over the trades, go over the live stream. But yeah, until then, Rockling, if you take any more trades today, hope they end up being positive. And I'll be back tomorrow. Later.